Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Luke and this is my review for Mad Max Fury Road. So Mad Max Fury Road is most definitely one of my most anticipated movies of the entire year. I do like the original Mad Max films, and I am a fan of Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron, and the first trailer for this movie looked absolutely insane and really cool, so I was super excited for Mad Max Fury Road. And another really great thing about this movie is that George Miller, the man who actually created the original Mad Max trilogy, is the guy who came back and made this movie, which I think is really cool. And this movie's kind of like a remake, and it's kind of like a sequel. It follows the same storyline, I guess, as the original films, but it kind of has like a new twist, and the movie definitely feels a lot different than the other Mad Max films. This movie has a more distinct style, and it is very significantly different from the other ones. Now, this movie is completely insane. Upon its release, it got a lot of acclaim from both audiences and critics alike. The movie's been out for a little over a week now. I saw it the night it came out. I'm just a little late with this review, and I gotta say that this was a really good action movie. Now, let's first of all just talk about Tom Hardy kind of taking over for Mel Gibson in the role as Mad Max. I thought Tom Hardy was great. I think he was perfectly cast. I really like Tom Hardy as an actor, and I think that he really had a good style for Max in this movie. He didn't really say a lot. Max has never really said much, and I think that he did a really good job of just kind of being conspicuous and a little mysterious, and I think that he was really good. But the star of the show actually is Charlize Theron, and she was incredible in this movie. Her character had a lot of depth. You really did care about her and her struggles, and I thought that she was really good. There was a lot of passion in this role, and that's kind of one of my other, slightly complaints with the movie, is that this movie is mostly about her character, Furiosa. It's not really as much about Max, and you can look at that either way. I really wanted to see more of Max in this movie because it was mostly Furiosa. Although her character was really good, I wanted more of Max, and unfortunately this movie didn't really give us that, but we will get more character development from him in the sequels that should be happening now that this movie has been pretty successful. So, that's my first complaint, is the fact that Max really isn't technically the main character. Now, another thing about this movie, of course, is the action and all the stunts and the rigging they did for this movie. There really isn't a lot of CGI. It's only really used when it needs to be used, and this movie is just completely bonkers and crazy nutso insane with this stunt work. There are people flying from car to car on these poles, and motorcycle jumps and explosions and everything, and it's just crazy and incredible how George Miller was able to capture these shots and get this in the movie. It really made it feel a lot more on the edge of your seat and a lot more intense instead of using just CGI and stuff. And I think that the special effects in this movie are just amazing, and they're breathtaking. I don't think there is any other better way they could have filmed this movie. Also, the cinematography is just beautiful. You get these very vibrant browns in the sand and a very vibrant blue sky. It looks completely beautiful. It's a very disgusting and gross and gritty movie, but it's beautiful at the same time. And the characters, there are a bunch of little side characters in this movie. It doesn't really focus on them or anything. It doesn't really break off from the main story, but you see all these really weird characters like we've all seen in the trailer. The guy playing the guitar with fire shooting out of it. We have the main bad guy who's just a freaking weirdo freak, and we have just a bunch of just insane characters that you wouldn't see in any other movie. You'd only see them in Mad Max. And I think that's just really fun and really entertaining with all these crazy, insane characters that are going up against Max and Furiosa. Overall, this movie was really good. I will say that it's kind of, honestly, my biggest complaints are that it didn't focus on Max as much as I really wanted it to, and also the movie is kind of just what I expected. I know it's really balls to the wall insane, but that's honestly what I was looking to get out of this movie. And it didn't really surprise me all that much. So I'm going to give Mad Max Fury Road 4 out of 5 stars. I definitely recommend checking it out if you're a fan of action movies. It's probably the best action movie I've seen all year. Most definitely is. I don't even know how I could say it probably is, because it most definitely is the best action movie of the entire year. So that's my review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. My name is Luke, signing off. Please subscribe, and I will talk to you later.